Hi everyone, Valefor here and welcome to another video from the Glyde devlog series. So first of all, before we jump into it, let me just apologize for not putting out a video last week. Now, obviously, I'm an adult, I work, I've got stuff going on in my life, and unfortunately I just had no time to do it. I tried recording one, I did record the video, but I didn't really like how it turned out, so I deleted it, and I thought, I'll just move it on to next week and I'll do it today. So sorry about this. I will do my best to keep putting up videos once a week, but obviously sometimes life gets in the way and I just might not be able to. But that won't mean I will disappear. If one video is missing 1 week, don't worry, because next week, after the week that the video was missing, there will be a new video. Okay, cool. So with this out of the way, let's just jump into it. Okay, so a lot has changed since the last video 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago we still were just showing stuff in the test area. Now I kind of started building the first worlds where you will be starting the game. So as you can see here, we're in a cave now. There is some like a gooey kind of green lava thing going on here, which will likely get changed because, as always, this is just a bare bones kind of template in a sense. So still everything is subject to change. Everything will probably be different after we finish with the game. So let's just kind of keep moving through this. So this again, this just a kind of, the level design here is meant to teach the player how to move around, how to jump, because obviously jumping is one of the most important abilities in platformers. So without jump you wouldn't be able to do anything. I would get stuck like here. I couldn't do anything. So obviously player gets used to their jumping skills, and also as you can see, I've implemented gliding into the game now. So Glyde can actually glide now. See what I did here? That's why the game is called Glyde. Yeah. So again, because the game is inspired by Spyro, obviously I couldn't let this game not have gliding in it. So what you will use gliding for is essentially kind of extending your jump in a sense. So places where you wouldn't be able to reach otherwise, with a normal jump, you might be able to reach with glide. So see those collectibles on those places that would otherwise be unreachable. I can reach them with my gliding. Yeah, so I can glide here, for example, collect my stuff, and then I can jump and glide here. And as you see here as well, at the end of the glide, I'm also doing this kind of like hover jump. So again, same thing as in Spyro. At the end of your glide, when you press the jump button again, you will hover, and this will kind of give you this extra upwards momentum in a sense. So you will be able to just maybe make this jump a little bit easier. So sometimes you might feel like you're not going to reach a certain place with just the glide on its own, and then you might want to just use this hover kind of ability, to make sure you will reach this place. So as you can see here, I might not be able to reach this place without my hover, so I'm just doing this to make sure I will, basically. Cool. So let's just leave this place now. I'm not going to collect everything, because I will try to keep this video quite short again, so you don't get bored to death. So what we're doing now, we just walking through this little cave that I've made, and out onto the main world bit. So it looks quite nice. I love the vibrant colors. I like how it's turning out slowly. As you can see, it's quite big. The level is quite large, and the reason why it's quite big is because when I was playing Spyro and Reignited Trilogy quite recently, still, whilst I loved how the game looked, I felt like the main hub world, the Artisans hub world, was just it was so nice and beautiful, and the graphics was amazing, but it was just so short. You know, it just literally acted as a kind of like a, again, like a hub for all the other levels to be in, you know. So from the Artisan's homeworld, you were just going into other levels, and that was its sole purpose. Here you will also be able to find entrances to other levels, but also the hub world on its own will be a playable level. So there will be collectibles in here, there will be enemies in here, there will be loads of secrets in here as well. And I'm going to show you a couple now, because they will very likely get changed anyway by the, you know, by the time the main game gets finished. So it's not like I'll spoil you a lot of stuff. But I will just, you know, give you a couple examples, you know, about how you have to look at the environment and think about, you know, how could I get there, you know. So let's say we're here, you got here, you collected some stuff, and then you got to this kind of point here, and you're like, you know, where can I go from here? So you're just, you know, flying around, playing around, gliding, and suddenly you notice, you know, over there is this kind of like a hole in the wall. How could I get there? I won't be able to reach it from here, but I can see it, and so there must be a way of getting there, yeah? So at this point, you know there is something there, and you just have to figure it out, you know, figure out the way of getting there. So you might be, you know, kind of trying to climb on some places and get there. Some of them may work, some of them may not. So there's not only to be a one place to reach the secret spot. There will be multiple places where you can reach the spot from. I don't think I could make this jump. I can't. It's fine. So yeah, so there will be various spots in the level that could, you know, open another parts of a level for you in a sense. So like from here, I can be quite clever and try to, you know, kind of just glide that way. And here you can obviously collect some more stuff. There will be some cool things here. And then again, I've reached, you know, the hole that I've seen from over there. So here, you know, we're like inside this little tower here. And again, there may be like a treasure chest in here or something, you know, you never know. So yeah, so that's one of the places like this. Again, a lot of like little platforming segments like here, you know, so you'll have to kind of jump on those little kind of rocks, you know. From here, I can't really get in here, so I have to, you know, think and make my way maybe here, and then I have to, whoops, and I saved myself with some flying because I can't be bothered to just run again. And yeah, so we got here, and then we got in here, and then from here I can finally get to this spot. Obviously, you know, this is just a fun activity to collect some collectibles. If you're clever or, you know, quite lazy, you can as well just, you know, walk around here and save you all this kind of flying and gliding, and just start from this side. And, you know, so, you know, I want to give the player this freedom, you know, of exploration, so you will see secret places and cool stuff to do, and you will be motivated by the level itself, you know, to actually explore and to try to get to those places. So again, it looks quite empty, but there will be a lot of stuff in this level, and it will be very detailed. And the reason I've made it quite big is I want it to be interesting. I want the player to explore, but also I'm trying to keep it not too big in a sense. So I want the level to be interesting and just the right size, you know. I don't want the level to feel big and empty like, for example, Ukulele was, but I also don't want the worlds to be too small like in Spyro. So I'm trying to kind of strike this balance in here, you know, to kind of give us a little bit of stuff from, you know, both worlds in a sense, you know. So kind of like medium size levels, still open world, but also, you know, with a lot of stuff to do in them. So a couple enemies here, so let's just get rid of them. There we go. I'm too good at it. So again, those spheres, it's just indicators where I hit, so they're just for debug. So yeah, so you know, like this place, for example, you will not be guided anywhere. Nothing in the game will tell you to come here, unless you maybe have like a mission or something, but I'll think about it. So you will have to explore, and you will have to find those places yourself. If you don't find this place yourself, the chances are you're not going to 100% the level or the game, because you will not collect all the collectibles, you know? And the point of all the collectathons like Spyro or Glyde will be to collect stuff. So, you know, I really hope you will enjoy the level. I really hope you will enjoy all the activities that I'm going to put in here. So, you know, now important thing to mention is obviously there will be flying in the game. We all know this. If you're on Discord, you know this. If you're following this game, you know this, that there will be flying in the game. So some of people, you know, might think, oh, you know, if there is flying, it will just defeat, you know, the whole purpose of the platforming. You know, if it's cool to fly, but you know, it makes the game pointless. And you know, I know, and I thought about this as well. And whilst there will be flying in the game, you won't be able to fly from the beginning. So that's the first thing. You will have to unlock flying in the level. That's the first thing, yeah? The second thing is, when you unlock flying, let's say at the end of the hub world, you completed everything, and then you unlock flying. Now, the flying will also unlock new places for you to explore. It will unlock new activities to do. It will unlock new stuff. So, previously unreachable places, even by gliding, they now be reachable by flying. So, you know, you can be like, oh, you can see that distant huge mountain over there. How do I get there? You know, there's no way there is anything there. And then you unlock flying, you fly around, and actually you fly to the top, and you'll see that here there will be some stuff. There will be, you know, caves, there might be some secrets, there might be some enemies, other collectibles, NPCs with quests, you know. So that way I hope to expand the world that you will, you know, you already completed. And it's not going to be just a simple expansion like, you know, oh, in some other games you unlock like some ability, for example, you destroy a wall and there is like a, I don't know, like a cave with like one collectible, and that's it, you know. Here, when you unlock a new power, yeah, like new ability, or you know, you unlock flying, it will actually make sense, and there will be a lot of more stuff to do thanks to this unlocked ability. Okay, so you know, I hope to make this game quite big. Really, I hope it will not be out of my scope, because you know, I dream big, I want to go big, but you know, it's just me at the moment, and Lauren's helping me to kind of program some stuff. So yeah, so you know, a lot of interesting stuff to come, I would say. So I'll just quickly show you a couple bits here as well. So you know, this is another of this you know, areas of interest, really. So you can see I've left this tower kind of open up here, and you might be thinking, oh, how do I get there? You know, I won't be able to reach this place. Oh, yeah, so you know, you can't reach this place by flying. You can't really reach it from by gliding. And then suddenly, you know, you kind of look around and you're like, there's this kind of ruined temple up there, you know, looks quite high. Maybe that would be my way there. So you're making your way to the temple, which again, it's still like heavily in construction, very heavy in construction, you know, work in progress, blah blah blah. You can actually, there's no walls and stuff, but you get to here, and then you're like, oh, you know, this looks interesting. This looks like I can glide from here, you know. So you take the leap. You know, we'll see if we can reach this ledge over there, because you know, you've seen there is some collectibles in this tower, so there must be a way of getting there. So then you fly, you glide, and again, this is like this long glide that you would have in Spyro, you know. And there we go. So we made our way to the tower. There might be some cool stuff in there as a reward for, you know, thinking outside the box in a sense. And as you can see, you know, you wouldn't be able to reach this tower from here, because, you know, it's just too low, you know. Same on the other side, as I've shown you before. You wouldn't be able to get there. So the only way to get to this tower is by gliding. And the only place you can really glide from is this temple, or a mountain over there. But by the time you get to the mountain, you will actually, you know, you will have flying unlocked, so you can just fly to it. Yeah, you know, some interesting places like this. So when you fly, you might have to like just get down here and collect some collectibles. Yeah, we got a little beach here. Still, you know, I think I don't want to make the world too big. I'm thinking if I should keep all the beaches and stuff, I may get rid of them, but you know, you never know. So yeah, FPS drops. But I will try to keep the game, you know, run stable at 60 FPS. Obviously, I want. The big challenge is the grass, you know, because I love the grass. I want there to be a lot of grass because it just looks nice, you know, and it's dynamic, you know, you walk through it and it moves. So obviously performance will be a big challenge, but I will do my best to optimize the game and, you know, the best I can. Hopefully you know, the project will gain some traction, you know, people will start getting interested in it, and maybe I will be able to gain some help, or maybe some people will want to like invest in the game, or maybe someone will want to I don't know, optimize the game for me and stuff. So we'll see, but at the moment so far that's what we've got. Flying is not in the game yet, swimming is not in the game yet. Companion is not in the game yet, but there will be a companion like Sparks, for example, which will help you throughout your journey. And there also will be swimming, so you know, you'll be able to do some underwater segments as well. Like, you know, here you can jump underwater, but you just keep running underwater basically. So still a lot of stuff to do, but you know, we're getting there slowly but surely. You know, I'm making the progress. I like how it turns out, and I hope you will like how it's turning out as well, because it's just, you know, I think it looks quite nice. So yeah, I really hope you like what you see. I really hope you will enjoy playing the game when it's finally out one day. And you know, as I said, let me know in the comments what you like, what you didn't like. Let me know about ideas. If you have any suggestions, feel free to share those with me on my Discord. There will be a link down below as always. And yeah, you know, Patreon, don't have to explain this. There will be a link down there as well if you want to support the project for me. But yeah, you know, looking good so far, and thanks a lot for all the support, guys. See you in the next one.